In the midst of the pandemic, many people forced to stay at home turn to alternative creative platforms to monetize their influence. While some may scoff at its purpose, others truly need it for empowerment, to make a living while fulfilling their deepest, darkest desires. And who can argue with that in the new paranormal? Hello, my friends. This episode will delve into the world of the subscription-based social media platforms. I must warn you, this episode is not safe for work. But if bustin' makes you feel good, then this is the episode for you. An episode just for fans and OnlyFans. Please welcome JustForFans content creator, Eddie Danger. Eddie, could you explain JustForFans as if I were 5 years old?
Now, Lonesome, when two people are very much in love, they engage in this spiritual act, an act of romance to celebrate their love. And, I don't know how ghosts feel about romance, but I know that humans like to get a little messy sometimes. OnlyFans is the most popular of these websites. You've heard of websites, right? I'm not sure when you passed, but you're around. And I personally am on this site called JustForFans, which is similar in nature, but it's a website where I have this spiritual connection, with other people, and we record this together. And then we try to make money off of our love. So it's just displayed for people to witness this really wonderful act of human procreation. Although, to be fair, I'm sure there are plenty of paranormal romantic endeavors that have appeared on these sites, but I haven't seen them because I don't walk that path. But yeah, that's that's my description of JustForFans for you, and I really hope I was clear with it.
What do you call scary porn? A horror film. What made you want to get into this in the first place?
So I've been known as a character in the adult entertainment field for about a decade, and I started to notice that a lot of my films were widely circulated for free. And anybody that's in the pornographic industry, I don't know if you dabble in porn or anything, but you get paid to do a shoot. It's like a Hollywood film, so to speak. And you get on set, you get all ready. You gotta learn your lines, make sure you're saying them appropriately. But anyway, you get paid a flat rate. It gets distributed to hundreds and thousands of people, and that's generally for free. And the folks monetizing that and making the most off of these sorts of films are they're a specific company, or they're other companies that are making hand over fist money from your hard day's work. Now, personally, I didn't like that one bit when I saw all the carrying on online. And I said, you know what? I think it's about time that I join this movement that takes the content and puts it in the hands of the content creator. And so it's essentially what people do on YouTube, except a lot easier because you don't have to be smart.
What are your thoughts on the big boom of subscription-based social media during this pandemic?
Well, I understand that people are desperate for money. And you know what? There's nothing, you can make so much money off of one thing you have that you don't have to pay for or invest in. It's your body. But yeah, I mean, why not? And the thing is, like, people are sitting around their houses jerking off nonstop throughout the pandemic. Nobody's meeting up for orgies or anything. And the companies, the porn companies, were basically shut down. And all film was shut down for the time. So it was a matter of a lot of people just moving over to say, you know what, sex work isn't really that bad. And I think for the rest of us who've been doing this for quite some time, it's great because it normalizes pornography, sex work, and all this other stuff. Now, you can't really be judged or demeaned by the public when everybody has their nudes floating around, just like you're floating around, you know?
I'm so glad to hear that the porn industry is evolving. Gone are the days when porn gave young people an unrealistic and unhealthy idea of how quickly a plumber will come to your house. Is there an art to creating a Just for Fans video?
I look at my films personally. I like homemade stuff. I like amateur shit. I like to see people acting real, you know, that they're alive, they're flesh and blood. So why not watch them all just do things naturally? And everybody says, be yourself in all these different genres of entertainment. Be yourself, they say. And people are often not themselves when they're doing porn, which defeats the whole purpose, because what we want to see is romance. You know, we want to see hard fucking. We want to see primal desire. And I think a lot of times we lose that because we're busy acting.
What is a ghost's favorite sexual activity? Bukkake! Or ghoul-on-ghoul action. You decide. What is a common misconception that people have about this method of income?
Now, a common misconception about folks that run their OnlyFans or JustForFans or whatever is that they don't have any other skills. They can't do anything else. And also that maybe they're down on their luck. I have been approached by OnlyFans models who are making $20,000 a week. I think the big misconception is that they're all a bunch of losers, when in fact they're just playing the system. You know, they're playing the system and they're getting a lot of confidence from from exposing their bodies, from showing their, you know, I know that I am a lot more confident about my sexuality because I can display all sorts of wacky shit proudly, and it doesn't have to be scrutinized by the entire public. Only the paying masses, you know, only the people that have subscribed to my content enjoy it. If they're hate watching it, fine, as long as you're paying for it, you know what I mean? And then that changes the reception of your of any sort of risk you take.
What happens when two guns have sex? They make a BB. What is the scariest thing you've ever seen posted on Just for Fans?
Now, the scariest thing that I've seen on Just for Fans, baby, there were two fists up in that ass. There was like an electro stim shoved inside of the head of the penis, like right here, stuffed right in the middle of that. There's all sorts of electronics. There's vacuum sucking. I saw this guy being ripped apart 17 different ways, like Hellraiser. You remember that? Where he's got his shit all pulled apart. That's what was going on to this dude. And he was taking two fists, baby. I don't even know if there are two fists worth of space up in you, little guy. But that was a lot. And I was shocked. But I find it beautiful that people can find their tribe and expose themselves doing all these things, hooked up to all this machinery, getting their rocks off, you know. I love to see the smile on their face after they're done, if they survive. But if they die, then I guess they're a ghost attached to a fucking butt plug, you know? Either way, that's an awfully spooky thing I came across.
Oh my God. What are your expectations for these platforms in the future?
So some of my expectations for where we're going in terms of this whole self-run paywall porn shit is that I see there being a lot of legal issues, because I know that people don't keep their paperwork straight. They don't keep their consent straight. I have all my paperwork documented from the people I collaborate with, because I know someday somebody's going to come to me and say, I didn't give you consent to distribute my pornography, and I don't want to get in trouble that way. So I see a lot of that happening. Also, there have been some snafus where where folks that are in the upper tier of the industry are taking advantage of young upstarts by putting them in this situation under the guise that they're going to lift them up or share their name or whatever. I think there's a lot of ways that people are being predatory. And if that's going on, then I see there being a reform in terms of consent and legal documentation. I see that being a big thing that's going to be coming up. But in terms of its stability as an industry, I see it's essentially what YouTube was when Jenna Marbles popped on the scene. It was ripe, and it was just, this is the time when people need to hop in. They should have hopped on when it started, because that's when the ball would have started rolling. But now we're at the point where this is a valid industry. OnlyFans, although they're disparaging, well, not disparaging, but they're not recognizing their sex workers. They're opening this up to a mainstream audience. And so long as they keep the sex workers who are their foundation, as long as they keep them, then I see this being a booming industry. But it's going to be one that's going to have a lot of legal issues that need to be sorted out that currently aren't really addressed.
Beautiful. I think I have an erection in my heart. A heart-on, if you will. Eddie, it is time for the lightning round. What is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Love Actually. I think it's wonderful.
Favorite beverage?
My favorite beverage is a nice cup of coffee, and I've been sucking this down the whole time I've been talking. So thank you. Let's enjoy this moment. Oh yeah, the aromas, it just sets me right at home.
What is one thing you still have from your childhood?
Well, I still have my penis attached to me, and that's been around since I was born. That's about it.
Oh, I guess I can accept that. What is something you can't do?
I can't seem to focus on anything for too long. I lose interest within days. I can't get anything done. That's my big problem. Hence the amateur porn I put out.
Would you rather be in a fight club that meets once a month, or in a book club that meets every day?
I would prefer the fight club for the adrenaline rush. I wouldn't like to be in fights, but I believe that I have room to grow in terms of defending myself. And I can't read that fast. I went to graduate school for literature. I'm not doing that shit again.
Window or aisle seat?
I always go for the aisle because I gotta piss all the time.
What is something you are tired of?
I'm sick and tired of these fucking asses showing up on my doorstep. They keep sending me these fucking butts. I have way too many of them. There's only so many asses I can fucking. Another one came in the mail today. I have too many butts. I can't handle this many asses. I can't even make jokes anymore. I'm living amongst these fucking things. They're too goddamn much.
Okay. Would you rather live forever with an eyelash in your eye, or spinach in your teeth?
I would prefer to live with spinach in my teeth eternally, because you can explain that. I know it's gross, but you can explain it, and you can maybe smile a different way or whatever. I don't know if I could handle something in my eyeball. I wear contacts sometimes, and I don't know how many of you out there have had cum in your eyes, but Jesus, it's no fun having things in your eyeball.
Would you rather lose all your teeth, or lose a day of your life every time you kissed someone?
Well, I'm a man who lives passionately. I've kissed a lot of people. I'd be well in the grave at this point. However, I'd take those moments over not having fucking teeth, because a gum job doesn't sound like something I want to do until I'm 80, you know?
Would you rather have thought bubbles appear over your head for everyone to see, or for everyone you know to have access to your search history?
Now, I would prefer the thought bubbles to appear, because I look up some weird shit for reference, and you get in conversations with people, you start talking about weird shit like what a dolphin dick looks like, or what a ghost penis could do to you, and there's too much that I think I think that could be misconstrued, but I live an honest life. I'm an authentic guy. Everything I think, I say, so I prefer the thought bubbles just exposing me everywhere, because you're just gonna see the truth.
Thank you, Eddie Danger, for creating the need for all of us to change our sheets today. No matter how wet you get, don't let the world dampen your spirits. My friends, I must ghost you for now. Until next time, goodbye.